Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to do a bit of a kind of fun challenge that was inspired by Nikki tutorials. So she wasn't the first person to do this kind of video, but she's done it recently and I thought let me take some inspiration from her. So I'm going to be doing the one pump or dip challenge. So essentially I have products that I will only be able to pump once. So for example, I've got my foundation in a pump, one pump for the face, one dip of eyeshadow, maybe for both eyes, and also, you know, powder, etc. You know what the whole shabam is. So let's get in with it. I'm not really using any new products. I think the newest product I have is using Nikki Tutorials palette, but I've used it so many times on my channel already, but I just thought because I took inspiration from her, I'm going to use her palette. So the first pump I'm going to be getting is from the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. So I've used this so many freaking times. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to just be using one of my Spectrum brushes because this is my primer brush. So I don't really like to use primer like on my hands now. So we're going in with just one pump. I guess that was fair and you get that much. I don't like the way it comes out in this kind of packaging, but what we're going to do is take, I might have even taken out way too much, but we're going to go with it. So let's get this on. I don't think I've ever done a challenge like this before on my channel. Like, I know I haven't had my channel for very long. This is I started the channel in January, so now we're almost in October. Can you believe it? Oh my god. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I've done any challenges. I've just kind of done things. I've done things, I've done videos and all that other shabam, but with a challenge like this, it just seems a bit more kind of fun, because yeah, just kind of see how much I end up wasting, but hopefully it won't be the case today. So with my foundation, I'm going in with the collection Lasting Perfection. I'm using my sponge because I'm into the sponge again. That makes sense. And yeah, we're just gonna one pump this bad boy, and I use the shade, keep on forgetting, Fair 5. So oh wow, okay. So yeah, I haven't used that in a while, which is strange because I kind of have, but yeah, that was just one pump and I think that might even be okay, especially with a sponge. And let's get it on. Haven't used a sponge in so long, so yet in the last video I uploaded, I used a sponge and I was just like, I miss using the sponge. I need to buy a new one because I've had this for quite a while. It's probably a bit disgusting. I have washed it, so I have cleaned it. It's just I've only ever kind of just owned a few, but I kind of go through phases of using a sponge or a brush. So if I'm into the sponge right now, I will have to purchase a new one. Beauty blenders are fine for me, but this one is just from Superdrug and it actually does really well for me. So I mean, what else is it going to do apart from just product in my hair? All right, that's okay. It's all right. But yeah, beauty sponge is essentially just there to put the product on, and that's fine. I mean, even just with one pump, I've seemed to be getting some coverage. This is not the most full coverage that I need because I need a lot of coverage when it comes to my skin. So this is looking okay with just one pump. If I kind of recommend a one pump kind of use, the Kat Von D one, I don't know if they do it anymore, KVD vegan, whatever, but her her foundation that was in the tube back in the day, that is like proper full coverage. That was just one pump, fine, really good, but I had it for so long, so I had to get rid of it. So next is my Revolution Conceal and Define, and this holds a lot of product anyway, so I'm not gonna even use that much. I'm just going to put it in my usual places because that's what you do with a concealer. I've got a few spots today, which is nothing new. Yeah, that's fine. We're just dropping it everywhere. One thing I like about these doe foots is that they do, you know, bring up a lot of product, which is quite good. So I know most people like to cover their face in concealer, but I can't. I really can't do that. Like, it just makes my face so cakey. And one thing I've learned from watching Robert Walsh as well, is that you don't need to like have all the way at the bottom, because even if like nowadays I just add some here and here, that's just more than enough. And it does help to cover my bags because I have a lot of them because I mean, I get enough sleep, but I think it's just my skin is just horrible and old skin. Right. Yeah, good. One pump seems to be going very well. So now we're gonna do a good test with a powder. So I want to be my honey, and then using my kabuki brush, of course. So we're going one dip. Was that even one dip? That was like one swoosh. And my hair is in there as well. Fantastic. So that's one dip, and that's what we're gonna use. I always really like to powder my face down because I'm just closing it. I'm not dipping in again because I get so oily so quickly. But today we don't have much of a choice. Just gonna pat on as much as possible, just slamming it in my face. That's fine. Okay. And next we're going in with a blush. So we're using the Revolution Reloaded blusher in the shade Rose Kiss. So this one I do love, and again, one dip for both sides. And this brush doesn't really take up much product anyway, but we're just gonna blend, just see how it goes. It's not really gonna work. I'm closing it again. I have to start doing it on camera, but yeah, it's not coming up as like crazy amount, but what can you do? That's all. That's the challenge. And I'm going in with a powder highlighter today because I thought I'd try something a bit different, if it makes any difference to add like a powder highlighter as opposed to just having you know, whatever, a normal highlighter. So I'm just going to dip some of this from Essence, and it seems like, I mean, the powder is a little bit congealed, but I don't know if that's supposed to be. So we're just gonna okay, there's going to be a lot of fallout on my face because it's so, I'm going to be very careful. I'm just going to add some on this side as well. It's actually coming out really well, so I think the bits kind of like blend it in, but that was just like one dip. Hope I'm not like coming up as like a cheater for this or anything, because it was literally like one dip and it was just little bits that kind of came. So I'm just going to put that back in there because we don't need any more. So we're going to prime now. And again, this doe foot is just really simple and really handy. So I'm not going to, I don't need to like double dip, if that's what you really kind of want to call it. So I'm going to get my sponge and just pat it down because I feel like it helps the product dry a bit quicker, as opposed to me just sitting here for 5 minutes waiting for it to settle in. Yeah, and like I said, with the palette, I'm going in with the Nikki palette today. I don't know what look I'm gonna go for, but I'm just gonna, bits falling off, just use it as I go. So with one of my brushes, I believe I should go in sorry, excuse me, with, what should we go for? A red look today? Should we go for a, you know, blue look? Let's go in with a red look because why the hell not? So let's go in with Mikai, which is just here, and one dip, literally one dip is plenty. And yeah, let's get this on. I'm just gonna tap. I think I'm gonna use one more tap for the other eye as well. I don't know if that's what Nikki does in her video. I should have watched it, but I didn't. I was just more influenced by the actual challenge. So that is one dip as well. Again, sometimes, you know, most palettes should be, you just need to dip in once and that's it. But I guess with like pigmentation and everything, it's not really going to work. So next I'm going to go in with blend and snap. Sorry, not bend and slap. Blend and slap. Blend and snap. Obviously influenced by Legally Blonde. So let's, using the same brush because why not one. I'm not going to have the best look today because it's just going to be just so patchy because I haven't added a lot of product to the eye, but that's fine. It's actually quite cute coming out like that. Again, one dip for the other eye, because if I add there's going to be like no product for the other eye, so it's going to blend in here as well. Yep. I mean, sometimes with me, I like to pile on the brush to get so much product on there so I know that it's not gonna look rubbish. But I guess part of today's challenge is to just do that. So, oh, my throat, my God. I'm gonna go in with, let's go in with Redemption, which is the orange. So one dip is plenty. So we're not going to tap off the excess because that means it's all going to go. I'm just going to put it in the corner here. It's not even showing up, that's the problem. And then one dip again for the other side. You can't even see it, that's fine, it's not there. Let's go in with let's darken up the edges a little bit. Let's try Mila here, which is like a chocolate colour, milk chocolate colour, and just darken up the edges. Yeah, this is not working out so well, but one dip challenge. One dip again this side. This is not showing up, but what can you do? Another brush. Let's go in. I mean, I don't want to try every single shade in this palette, but what I'm going to do actually is take a flat brush. I've got any flat brush? Yeah. Flat brush, and just use a shimmer on the bottom just to make this look done. So Pride, let's go in with Pride. You know what, I'm going to use my fingers, so I'm going to swipe once. And there we go. Ooh, haven't tried this shade yet, but it is very gorgeous. And then one swipe again for the other side. Oh my God, okay, well, that's definitely much better. That's really cute. I like that Pride shade, it's really nice. So that's the eyes done, I guess. I'm gonna actually go in with a mascara, so it's just one. I'm not gonna dip back in even for both sides. And I don't know if there's any product left in this mascara because I've had it for a while. Okay. I do like this mascara. I need to actually curl my lashes again. It's been so long since I've done that. Okay, And then lastly, we're going to go in with the lips, and again it's just going to be one dip, so it's just going to come out and that's it. So I'm using the Kat Von D in the shade Nocturna, whatever. It's part of one of her mini lipsticks. I think this is actually just not really available anymore, especially the minis. I got it on the Debenhams website as part of like a little set for like $7.50, which is a bargain. But it's obviously KVD vegan now, so these are obviously older products. So let's get this on. Nice shade. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, again, with doe foots, you don't need to double, like, just try again, because sometimes the whole point of the doe foot is to collect as much product for that one use. But yeah, this is my finished look because I think it came out really well. I don't know if I cheated by doing a dip on each eye, but that's just what I wanted to do because there was no way that I could just do one dip for both eyes and make it work. Even though the palette is really good for just pigmentation, I guess, but I can't do it just by once. Just got makeup on my hands, that's fine. But yeah, this is my finished look. I do really like it. It's just another kind of autumnal shade that I've done. So yeah, expect more of these kind of looks in the next month, actually in the next kind of few months, until like next year when the sun comes back, whenever. But yeah, let me know what you think of my look in the comments below. As of now, I'll be linking, not in linking, but kind of like telling you guys what products I've used in the description. But because yeah, I'm making more effort because I need to actually start acting like some kind of YouTuber. Thank you to my new subscribers for joining. I hope you're watching. Thank you so much for, I'm almost at 80. I'm one person away from 80 subscribers. So if you're watching this and like my content, please subscribe because I would really appreciate it. I want to get to 100 by December, so fingers crossed. Obviously I would like to get more than 100, but we're being realistic here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe and happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.